are afraid.
Afraid.
But I am not afraid.
Yes.
My husband is already gone down. If they want to take me with him, fine. Because I know I'm going to God. I'm going to God. I don't care what they want to do when I tell the truth. I can't take much more of what is going on. I am tired. I go home at night when stuff happens. I can't sleep. I shake all through the night. Right. God bear my witness. I have nothing to do with my husband dead, but I suffer the consequence. And there is not much more I can take. If they want to kill me, I will lay down with my husband. Mother, I said to her, I said, what did you say? He said, let us rob you. So I go to my waist like I'm pulling my gun. It's too much. It's too much. It's just too much.
Yes, this is the Art
It's
McCoy
just too much. We cannot live like this.
This is the Art McCoy universe.
If you leave from my store, going towards Buckeye, they stop you with gun in your face and rob you. If you're going to Griffiths, it's the same thing. You buy stuff, going home, they rob you. Okay? They put gun on you and rob you. If you're at the bus stop, they do the same thing. We need help.
Listen, when you enter a political race, either you pick winners or losers. They pick the winner. So how is that not smart?
They pick somebody.
They pick the winner. Listen, I'm not speaking of the man character or nothing about him. They pick the winner. If you go to a horse race, you pick a race. Either your horse come in first or second. You pick a winner.
But we don't vote for the winner in elections. We vote for who's going to be the best elected official.
Wait a minute.
Yes, my name is Joycelyn Henry.
Yes.
And my store is at 12916 Forest Avenue, right at the corner of Forest and 130th. And I have to come and tell my story because I am tired of what is going on in the neighborhood. I am tired of the robbery in the store. I am tired of the killing around the store. I am tired of people being threatening me. The salespeople, they are very scary to come around the neighborhood to service us. I have to run down one of the salesmen one day, which is Dandy Chips. And I said, why you don't come and service me? He said he's scared to come around the neighborhood because by the gas station, they stick him up, wanted to rob him. And he very scary to come around there. I am tired of they robbing me. Within 6 months, they robbed me twice. Even Thursday night, I have to fire a shot, which I have never done in all my life. But eventually, I had to do it because a week ago, a 12-year-old and a 10-year-old, the 12-year-old is a boy, the 10-year-old is a girl, and they both came in the store like 20 minutes to 10 in the night. And the boy said to the little girl, let we rob her. And the little girl said, no, you're not going to rob my grandmother. I said to her, what did you say? He said, let us rob you. So I go to my waist like I'm pulling my gun and said, come, rob me. So they run out. Thursday night, gone. That 12-year-old and a little boy, probably 9 or 10-year-old, they both came in the store. The 10-year-old buy what he wanted. And when I put it in the bag, give it to him, the 12-year-old take up all what he want, bring it, put it to the freezer at the door. So I said, bring your stuff over here. He grabbed everything and he run out. And I went outside. I said, bring those stuff back. They have not paid for. So they take off. The 10-year-old was riding a bicycle. The 12 years old run. And I pulled my gun from my waist and I fire a shot up in the air. I was very scared because I am 66 years old and that's the first time in my life I had ever fired a shot. And there is not much more I can do. I never slept Thursday night. All night I have not slept. And Friday morning I called the police and tell them what I did, what happened. The police asked me twice, how old was the boy? I said, 12 years old. They asked me, what time was that? I said, 20 minutes to 10. She asked me twice, and I told her. She said, okay, where is the shell of the shot? I said, my tenant upstairs have it. She said, get the shot and put it down. A car will come out there. And until now, a car have not shown up. I still have the shell in my store, and no one have come and talked to me about it. I am tired. About 6 weeks, 5-6 weeks ago, we were locking up the store. Two guys, my tenant was with me, and another guy was with me, and I asked one of them to turn off the light. And he went to turn off the light and was going through the door that I could be able to set the alarm to come out. Two guys walked in and robbed the cash register, robbed my pocket, robbed the two guys' pocket, and when he done, he stamped one of the guy in his head. I am tired. The ATM machine were there. 3 gunmen come in and took the ATM machine, put the gun in with face, and took the ATM machine. I was trying to come through the door to come to the cash register, but eventually I locked the door, so he did not get to come to the cash register. I've been through so much. My husband get killed right there. I went downtown, and I was down there for 9 months until the case tried. God bear my witness, I have nothing to do with my husband's death, but I suffer the consequence, and there is not much more I can take. If they want to kill me, I will lay down with my husband. But I can't take it anymore. Enough is enough. Okay.
Miss Henry,
Thank you.
you're tired of guns being
Tired of the
pointed in your
drugs.
face.
I'm tired of the drugs. I'm tired of the robbery. I'm tired of the killing. I'm tired. Nobody respect anybody anymore. And we need backup. We need someone to help fighting. We alone cannot do it. Okay. The people around, they will not fight. They're scared of the people them, the guys them. But I said, if they have to kill me, I'm going to fight. I am going to fight. And I'm going to fight until either they kill me or God take me. From I buy that place, I've been fighting until now. I talk to the police them. I do everything. I talk to the guys them. I gave them everything they asked for. I can't do anymore. I'm tired.
So Miss Henry, you really don't have to keep that store.
No.
You keep that store because of the love of the people in the neighborhood.
The neighborhood asked me to put the store there. I was sewing. I'm a seamstress.
Yes.
And that's what I was doing. And when I get rid of the tenant because they were involved in so much stuff.
Yes.
And I was going to close the grocery store and put clothes over there. The neighborhood asked me to put the corner store there because they don't want to go to the other two stores.
Yes.
And I put the store there. I don't have to have the store. Okay, I don't need to have the store. I'm a fashion designer. I make clothes. I can make money anyway. Okay, but if this is what I have to go through and continue going through it, yes, I am going to close this store.
But you don't want to close the store because of the people.
I don't want to close this store because the neighborhood asked me to put it there. But if that's what I have to go through, yes, I'm going to close this store. I love my people. Okay? I love them. But it's only so much a person can take.
Absolutely. So listen. It is courageous, the stand that you have taken. And we in the
Too many times gun have been put in my face.
Yes.
Too many times. And eventually I said, one day I might go.
Miss Henry, you're telling me that people are robbers would put a gun in the face of a 60-year-old beautiful black woman like you that's trying to serve the community with no regard.
Yes, the police knows that. They take it off the camera in the basement, so they see what I'm talking about. They know what I'm talking about. Yes.
But so Miss Henry, so the police know what you're going through.
Yes.
As a business person, as a taxpayer in the city of Cleveland.
Yes.
But in your opinion, have they really came to help you and make things better?
Yes. Yes. It have to be better. That's what we are asking for. For someone to reach out and help we in the neighborhood. You can't walk a night. You can't walk a night. People have to go around Southmoreland to get to the gas station or to get where they're going, because if you leave from my store going towards Buckeye, they stop you with gun in your face and rob you. If you're going to Griffiths, it's the same thing. You buy stuff, going home, they rob you. Okay? They put gun on you and rob you. If you're at the bus stop, they do the same thing. We need help.
So Ms. Henry, you're telling me your store's on the corner of
Forest 130th.
130th, and you're telling me that a lot of people like to walk down 4th 130th and go to Dave's.
Yes, they are scared. They are scared to come to this store because of the robbery that is going on. They are scared.
And they're scared to walk to Dave's down 130th Street. They have to go around another direction.
They have to go around to Southmoreland and walk and go where they're going and then walk there, come back, because they do not want to walk from 130th straight across when night comes. Gunmen stick them up by the tree, I show you.
Yes.
Okay? And rob them. It's time for something to be done. It's too much. I said to them, do you call the police when that happened to you? They said, why call the police when the police is not doing anything about it? But the police can only do so much. But we need more help. We need more protection.
Miss Johnson, listen, I hear what you're saying, but the fact of the matter is, there's no reason why a good store owner like you, a good business person like you, there's no reason that you should have to live like that.
No.
Guns in your face, in your business, and you don't get more help. Listen, now I have to be frank about this. Listen.
There's no way I have to live like that. Even is last night a friend of mine come there and said, Miss Henry, close this store. You doesn't have to have this store. I know I doesn't have to have this store, but I know how I'm gonna feel because of the neighborhood asks me to put the store there. And they do not want certain people to run the store there, such like the Arabs.
Yes,
They don't want them there.
I understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So you're trying to hang in. I understand. Let's go to our phone call. Who's on the line? Talk to us. Listen, homeowners and business people cry out for help. They need help. They need help from the city. They need help from the people.
the killing, they kill one person by the post office. They killed two on Park View or Park Hill. Back to back, they just been robbing and killing people. I'm tired. One of my friend, he went to work in his house on Park View, and by the time he pull up, two guys come up, they beat him. I have never seen him cry, but he cried. He cried when he come to me, crying. I said, "Why are you crying?" And then he showed me all the bruises all over his body where they beat him. He didn't have any money on him because he doesn't travel with cash. And they beat him so hard. I mean, it's too much. It's too much. It's just too much.
Yes, this is the Art McCoy.
It's just too much. We cannot live like this.
This is the Art McCoy University Radio Show. We're coming to you live. In the studio with us is Miss Henry, a business owner right there at 130th and Forest. She's tired of it, and she's courageous enough to come out and make a stand. You can call me at 216-578-1490, 216-578-1490. The business people, what's happening to our communities. But we have someone here, a courageous lady named Jocelyn Henry, that's willing to stand up and talk about it. Listen, the streets alone, where her store is, the streets alone, 130th, East 130th, between Buckeye and Abel, are downright scary at times.
I have been there since 1991.
Yes.
And it's the worst I've ever seen.
Yes.
And it's going down, down, down. I mean, real bad, real bad. It's down.
Yes. You've been there since when?
1991.
Yes, ma'am.
I've been there long time.
Yes, you have.
And my dress shop is right beside it.
Yes, and Miss Henry, you keep a good store. You keep a good store. There's no doubt about it.
Yes, I try.
Yes, you do. No doubt about it. And listen, right there at East 130th Street and Forest residents, a lot of residents, are afraid to walk down the street in fear of getting robbed. Is that right, Miss Henry?
Yes.
Absolutely. Who's on the phone line? Talk to me.
Yes.
Yes. Who's on the phone line?
You cannot walk on the street without they rob you.
Yes.
They rob you in the day, they rob you in the night. They doesn't care.
Yes. You know what we're going to have to do? We're going to, from this interview and what we're doing tomorrow, we're going to ask the chief of police, Chief Williams, to come out and hear what you're saying. He must hear this. He heard many conversations when it came to the RNC and downtown and all of that. Now we're going to make sure, I'm going to send a special invitation out to Chief Williams because I know he'll want to come out and hear what you're saying and help protect you. Who's on the phone line? Talk to me.
Yes, this is Sergeant Major Brother Stokes of the Black Man's Army.
Yes, Sergeant Major.
Yes, Mrs. Henry, how are you today?
I'm good.
Okay, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I just want public to know that I was out there in that neighborhood last week, Camden neighborhood. I also talked with a lot of other business owners that's in that neighborhood. I talked with not only black business owners, I talked to a lot of business owners in that neighborhood from 116 all the way back down to 131st.
Yes.
These businesses that I talk with, the owners and the business operators are afraid. They are afraid.
Yes.
They can't run their business in fear. You can't run no business when you got that much fear. They want to keep their business in the black neighborhood. Everybody
Yes.
that I talk
Yes,
with, they want to
that's
stay
what
where
I
they're
try
at.
to do.
But
Yes.
It's fear of people coming into the businesses, robbing them, putting guns into their
Yes.
faces like this. This type of thing, this has to stop. This has to stop. We cry out for black businesses. We need more black businesses. We can't have these black businesses and they being treated like this by their own people
Yes.
in their own neighborhood,
Yes.
which they trying to service.
Yes.
These people, and the owners that I talk with told me the same thing, Mr. Henry, that they
Yes.
don't really need that business.
Yes.
They're there to supply the services for the neighborhood. One young lady told me that she could have took her business anywhere else in the city, but she
Yes.
chose to come right there in the hood like that. So she's servicing the community, and we cannot have you guys living in fear servicing your own community.
Yes.
Sergeant Major,
Yes, sir.
more than just a business person, you know, anytime you have a 60-year-old entrepreneur, female,
Mm-hmm.
that's trying to do what's right in the community and service the community, man, we got to be outraged, don't we?
Yes.
That's right. I am very outraged. I'm very upset, and I would definitely be there. We're going to march. We're going to rally. We're going to do whatever we have to do to let them know they're not standing there alone. Miss Henry stepped up, and she's not going to stand there by herself.
Yes.
No,
We'll be standing with her.
no, she's not. I thank you very much,
5
Sergeant.
o'clock.
Yes, no doubt about it.
Everybody to come out.
Yes.
Thank you, Sergeant Major. We appreciate you, okay? Who's on the phone line? Talk to me.
Yes, this Demetrius from Cleveland.
Yes, Demetrius.
Yes, I would like to just mention, I believe, the people living in the community, they have to report the criminals who commit those crimes, because if people report it, if it's a 10-year-old boy or an adult, people know who be committing crimes. So they have to realize that it can come back on them, and it's innocent people suffering. So they have to put that aside, their fear aside, and report the people who commit these crimes, because the city, it's really a serious responsibility, because they really want to find people who commit these crimes. They can put the effort into it and patrol the streets. And also, I'd like to ask Ms. Henry, can she afford security to protect her store? If someone coming in to rob the store, she afford private security guard?
Yes.
Or can neighborhoods, since they want the store to be there, can they contribute to a security guard, to protect your store for you?
Okay, all right. Thank you for your phone call.
Thank you.
To protect
Yes,
yourself,
I
right?
will. I will.
You do all you can,
Yes.
and it's just not enough, right?
Yes.
Yes, I hear what you're saying 100%. Who's on the phone line? Talk to me. Who's on the phone line? Talk to me.
Hey,
Yes.
the council's number, 664-2840. Let's give Miss Henry some help. Let's call and call Kenneth out on the carpet. There's no reason for her not to have any kind of protection in that neighborhood, and the neighborhood themselves should be protected also.
I agree with you 100%, brother. Thank you so much, all right?
Let's plug his phone. Let's plug council. And maybe we may have to get the mayor out there just so he can understand he has to walk these streets too.
And I agree with you 100%. See, that's a big part of our problem with these scenarios, is that the protection downtown is great, but when it comes to the neighborhoods, it's not so great. You hear Miss Henry's story. Thank you for your phone call, brother. Appreciate it.
Barbara, I agree wholeheartedly with that lady, because, when you think about your blackness, and I'm a black woman, I'm going to speak for her. Yeah, I live in the neighborhood. Everything she say is truthful. And you be at the bus stop, she mentioned that. And these are my people. But when you think about it, you want to get to the core. And I hope the chief of police take my unity as far as what I'm saying in the neighborhood. Once they get that through that police department, hey, we got it going on. And being in a neighborhood in which that lady say, she's speaking so truthful. It's no racism. It might be all over. But I'm speaking for her because I'm in her area. See, when you're in her area and you see something going like that, you don't go back. She's going to lose a lot of business, because some people, they out here for good. But it's some of those blacks, I'm using that word because I'm going to represent the neighborhood. So, as I say, it's getting like the hood because that neighborhood was very nice as far as what she said. She was independent in 1991. Oh, beautiful. Okay? So, have a nice day. But please, get it together. Get it together for me.
Yes. Okay.
I didn't really mean to keep you this long. I really only meant to keep you a half an hour, and we're going a little long because I know you got to go back and close that store, don't you?
Yes.
Yes. So we and it's getting dark out there now, and so we're gonna have to get you out of here. So
Yes.
Miss Henry, for as we close, for the people that might have not caught you earlier with what you said, so we'll repeat it, and then we're gonna let you go. Why are you here, Miss Henry?
Yeah.
Talk right in that microphone, Miss Henry. Don't worry about that.
Yes.
The man. Yes. Why are you here, Miss Henry? Who are you? Who are you, Miss Henry?
My name is Joycelyn Henry. My store is at the corner of 130th and Forest.
Go ahead.
And I am tired of what is going on in the neighborhood. I cannot take any more without some help. We have to get help. The people do not want to come to the store because of they coming down, someone is robbing them. Robbery, killing, and robbing me in the store. I can't take much more of what is going on. I am tired. I go home at night when stuff happen. I can't sleep. I shake all through the night. I don't have to do this, but the neighborhood is who asks me to put the store there, and I do it to please the neighborhood. And this is what I'm getting from these guys. They mask themselves up. Some of them come face to face. People who come in there and buy, they come back and rob the store. It's only so much we can take.
Miss Henry, we thank you so much for being so courageous, because I tell you what, you have taken a stand that's going to change that neighborhood.
Yes.
And
I pray. I pray to God it will change.
Yes, but it takes somebody to make a stand like
Yes.
you to change that neighborhood. And we thank you for your courage. We'll be there tomorrow. Remember, everyone, don't sit by the wayside. Tomorrow, what this is all about. And murder, robbery, assault.
A lot of people crying out, but they do not want to come forward.
Yes.
They are afraid.
Afraid.
But I am not afraid.
Yes.
My husband is already gone down. If they want to take me with him, fine. Because I know I'm going to God. I'm going to God. I don't care what they want to do when I tell the truth. Because that's what God wants me to do. Be honest. Be truthful. And do what is right to please the world.
God bless you. The National Action Network, I received a text that said they're also with you. And big, much love to Marcia McCoy. And also, thank you, Professor. This is one of those reasons why the taxes never should have been raised in the first place. So we got a couple of text messages in regards to this, and we look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow, 5 p.m., East 130th, Forest Avenue.
A special election in East Cleveland. Get rid of him. Let me tell you something right now. Gary Norton, the mayor of East Cleveland, is turning out to be a true Uncle T. And I'll tell you why. Listen, I don't say that without reason to say that. I say that because if anyone have seen the video of Mayor Norton talking to a bunch of suburbanites, he completely sold black people out. As a matter of fact, what Gary Norton said, look at the video for myself, because this is on Sunday. I can't lie on this program. I'll get kicked off by the FCC. I'm telling you the truth. Look at the video. Gary Norton is standing, presenting a presentation to a group of suburbanite politicians, mostly Caucasians, and he's telling them that he got this great land in East Cleveland that he want them to have. And he tells them, he says that black people, and the last said that he's scratching his head and doing the break dance at the same time as he talked. He said black people don't know how good this land is. They don't know nothing about this. But I know that you all know, talking to the suburbanites, I know that you all know about this land. So if you got any fact checks, hold on, let me finish the statement first, then you come in. If you got any, see, you're throwing me off. If you got any, if you know any fat cats that want this land, you tell them to get in touch with me. Now look, and he says this, he said, look, I'm telling them that I'm not for the merger, but I really am for the merger, because all I want to do is be able to get you fat cats this land and get the poor people that have no knowledge about this land. You all come in, we're going to move them out, and we're going to have a jolly good time. Now, if I'm lying, check the video out. Check it out on video. Check it out on my Facebook page, or check it out on other pages, and you'll see I'm being nice about it. But the man in this meeting with those suburbanites, he completely listen, you should hear the way he talked bad of black people. He talked bad about us as if we weren't smart, we didn't know what kind of land we had, and he was ready to get his land up to those influential people that could come in here, raise the taxes, and run us out of town. Listen, don't take my word for it. This is Sunday. I can't lie to you. Check it out on how can they check it out? Do you know?
I know that's on 44112news.com. That's 44112news.com. Also the Facebook page of College of Common Sense Radio Show.
Check it out for yourself, and you will see that I'm not kidding. That's why he has to go. Mary Norton has to go. Yes, sir.
Did he really say black people?
Yeah, he said black people.
He said black people. Or did he say people or y'all? Did he specifically say black people?
He said black people.
Okay, wow.
All right. Did you see it?
No, I'm gonna watch it.
You need, yeah, man. And listen, if you saw it, then you would understand where I'm coming from. Okay. You would be as outraged. Matter of fact, you wouldn't be able to believe that this man stood up in front of those people and talked down about his community like he did. Anybody to say, listen, if this was anywhere but in East Cleveland, national news and everybody would have had the way a mayor talked down towards this. It was almost racist, but reverse racism, really, because he stood up there and said, well, I'm a black man myself, and he, and you wouldn't believe it, but I'm for y'all and not for them. Oh, man, you got to see it for yourself, all right? At the same time, so we need to get rid of Gary Norton. I'm telling you, if you saw this video, I don't care whether you're a Gary Norton fan or not. If you saw this video, it would make you change your mind. Because it's the fact of the matter is, this city, East Cleveland, the reason it's gone down the way it is simply because of regentrification, making the land and the streets and the property go down to its lowest standards so they can come in and steal it and run us out of town. That's all regentrification is happening all over the country. And that's what's happening in East Cleveland. And Mary Norton is a key component of this regentrification process to get us out of town. Also, I'm also looking at this right now. Missing. Have you seen this man? And there's a reward out for him. There's potholes, drugs, prostitution, violence, abandoned buildings, and overgrown fields are plaguing the residents of Ward 3 in East Cleveland. While Thomas Wheeler is missing, that's the council president of East Cleveland, while Thomas Wheeler is missing in action. Listen, he hasn't shown up in 3 years. But I tell you what, though, but he'll show up to vote for the toxic dump on Noble Road. You hear what I said? He hasn't showed up in 3 years, but he's shown up to vote for the toxic dump on Noble Road. Just go up there and look at it. I'm telling you right now, you got to vote him out. Listen, Ward 3 Councilman Thomas Wheeler. Listen, have you seen him on your street or in your neighborhood? Just answer me that question, East Cleveland residents. Again, Thomas Wheeler, have you seen him on your street or in your neighborhood? The answer is no. The only time you'll see him is at election time. Listen, on December the 6th, vote to recall Council President Thomas Wheeler of Ward 3. Now, let me say this. I'm gonna get to you, brother. I see you. I got the peripheral vision. All right. I'm a one-track mind person. Let me say this. I'm gonna get you. Don't worry about it. I got you. Let me say this. Listen, I am a resident of East Cleveland. I'm not speaking from the fact that I am behind the microphone and using the microphone as a bully pulpit. That's not what I'm doing. I am a resident of East Cleveland. I have children that go to East Cleveland school. I have a business in East Cleveland. So I'm talking to you as an East Clevelander. Forget about a radio show host, a talk show host, or anything else. I'm talking to you about a straight as in East Cleveland. We went and talked about the dump. So, hey, man, we got to get rid of this dump. Look at it. I talked to Ward 3 Councilman Thomas Wheeler, you know, I said, what, you lost your voice? I said, listen, there's a 108-year-old lady live right behind the dump, says she can't breathe. I said, we got to do something about this dump, Brother Wheeler. I said, Brother Wheeler, you lost your voice. He said, well, I gotta look into it. That's all he said. Listen, let me make this very clear. I'm not trying to be political here. But on December the 6th, listen, me personally, as an East Cleveland resident, I'm voting to recall Thomas Wheeler, and I'm definitely voting to recall Mayor Gary Norton. Listen, we don't need them because I'll tell you why. Because they're negotiating not in our interest, but in the interest of the suburbanites, the people that want to come in and take us over, move us out, and take our land. Go ahead, brother.
How long do you have to be missing to file a police report?
How long you have to be missing?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's been missing for quite a while, brother.
Okay.
All right.
Nobody's filed a police report?
Well, I'm sure they have. I'm sure they have, all right?
Okay.
I'm sure they have, brother, okay? When you're in a political race, either you're picking winners or losers. They pick the winner, so how is that not smart?
They pick somebody.
They picked the winner. Listen, I'm not speaking of the man character or nothing about him. They picked the winner. If you go to a horse race, you pick a race. Either your horse come in first or second. You pick a winner.
But we don't vote for the winner in elections. We vote for who's going to be the best elected official.
Wait a minute.
The fact that they picked somebody that won the election doesn't mean that they were smart, because you don't know how he's going to govern yet, and that's going to determine how smart they were. Here's the thing about the Electoral College that a lot of folks don't understand. The Electoral College is based on the total population of people in the state. That means from the day you are born, 1 day old, if you exist during this election, all the way up to the age of 17. And none of them voted, but they influenced the ability for them to win the election. So if you're just going by the fact that we're a constitutional republic, which is true, that's why we have an Electoral College, then you need to consider the fact that he was able to win based on people that never even got to vote, that people that are 1 day old to the age of 17. And then on the other side, the people that are Democrats that are crying the blues about him having won the election through the Electoral College, they should have enough sense to know that they weren't outnumbered because she won the popular vote. So, I mean, you don't really know what the deal is if you don't understand the basic civics of the matter. He hasn't governed yet. He has not done one presidential thing yet. He's only done things that an aspiring president would do because he's the president-elect. I wouldn't have picked him. I don't think he was a good pick, but I wouldn't have picked her because she wasn't a good pick. But at this point, I think folks should be getting together.
Well, did you vote?
Yeah, I voted for Johnson, just like I said I was going to do.
So you were a loser.
No, I voted for the person that didn't win the election.
But you was a loser. I don't care whether you who you if I vote for whoever, you're a loser. I mean, you voted
But
your
you
conviction.
lost too. You voted for Hillary.
You voted your conviction, but you're a loser.
You voted for
saying?
Hillary.
But I'm not trying to argue that point with him. Here's what I'm trying to get to. He's bringing up the fact of Daryl and Belinda Scott. That's where we're at right now. And Daryl and Belinda Scott, however you want to look at it, a New Spirit Revival, they picked a winner. And here's my position on this. What is wrong with them picking a winner? Listen, here's the thing. When you throw all your when you're at a table, all right. Listen, you want some people to pick this winner, and you want some people to pick that winner, and so either way it go, black people will have somebody at the table. So they might not be who you want at the table, but they did pick the winner. So the president-elect will show some favor to those black people. If they weren't at the table, then they would be just like you. No one at the table. No one at the table. So wait a minute. Hold on a minute. So do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, but you're incorrect.
Well, why am I incorrect?
Because the winner was determined by millions of people.
I understand.
Not eligible to vote.
We understand this clearly. And we understand, if you want to even go further with your theory, that the system is rigged. What the system is rigged. I agree with all what you're saying.
I'm not even saying the system is rigged. I'm saying
Donald Trump said it was rigged.
And he still won.
Huh?
And let me get to this final point, because this is important.
Yes.
We've got thousands of civics teachers in this country, and we've got thousands of political science professors in this country. Me, I'm not one of them. Me and 23 other people are putting together the curriculum and sending it to the Department of Education, suggesting that from the 3rd grade to the 12th grade, we should be teaching well-structured, unbiased, with group projects on every level, civics. And if we had done that, then somebody would not have won the presidency primarily through marketing and sensationalism, because we would have a much better educated and somebody who appreciates what the government positions that these people are running for are, and what they need to do in order to get in place and not let marketing and sensationalism run them. Not against the Electoral College, but I know damn well that he won based on millions of people that weren't even eligible to vote because of the populations of the states that he carried, not because of the popular vote.
Let me
also know, and this is the last thing I'm going to say,
all right.
The people that did outnumber him in votes were the Democrats that voted for Hillary Clinton, who I still don't think should have won, but they don't have any reason.
Listen, you remind me of Sam. Both of y'all got a lot of problems. But you vote for losers. You vote for losers.
You did too,
which is all right. But you all got. But you're still living in a dream world, man. Get over it.